Hello and a very warm welcome. I'm delighted you're here joining me, Whispers, on what I believe is a profoundly important journey. A journey into the very heart of our well-being, into the often misunderstood realm of sleep. Tonight and in the moments we share, we're not just going to talk about sleep. We're going to unlock some of its most fascinating secrets. Secrets that have the power to transform your nights and, consequently, revolutionize your days. If you've ever found yourself staring at the ceiling, wrestling with restlessness or waking up feeling less than refreshed, know that you are far from alone. These are common struggles, but they are not insurmountable. Sleep, you see, isn't a luxury. It's a biological imperative, a non-negotiable necessity for every facet of our health and vitality. It's the bedrock upon which our physical health, our mental acuity, our emotional balance, and even our creativity are built. When we don't get the sleep our brains and bodies so desperately crave, the consequences ripple through every aspect of our existence, affecting our mood, our concentration, our immune system, and so much more. Understanding this fundamental truth is the first step toward reclaiming the restorative power of sleep. In this video, we'll delve into practical, evidence-based strategies, sleep secrets, if you will, that can help you navigate those common pitfalls and cultivate a sleep environment and routine that truly nurtures you. We'll explore simple yet powerful adjustments you can make, from the temperature of your room to the timing of your last meal, all designed to guide you towards deeper, more recuperative slumber. So, find a comfortable spot, perhaps dim the lights a little, and let's embark on this illuminating exploration together. Your journey to better sleep starts now. Our first secret lies in something quite fundamental, yet often overlooked: the temperature of your sleep sanctuary. You see, for your body to initiate sleep and then to stay asleep, it needs to drop its core temperature by about 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 1 degree Celsius. This drop in temperature is a critical signal to your brain that it's time to enter the land of nod. Think of your brain and body as having their own internal thermostat, and a cooler environment helps to trigger that downward regulation, making it significantly easier to drift off. Many of us, perhaps unknowingly, keep our bedrooms too warm, which can actively hinder this natural cooling process, leading to difficulty falling asleep or disrupted sleep throughout the night. The ideal ambient temperature for sleep for most people hovers around 65 degrees Fahrenheit or about 18.3 degrees Celsius. Now, this can vary slightly from individual to individual, as we all have our unique thermal preferences, but it's a remarkably good target. It might sound a little cool, especially if you're used to a warmer room, but I encourage you to experiment. Try incrementally lowering your thermostat over a few nights. You might be astonished at how this simple adjustment can lead to a quicker descent into sleep and, crucially, an increase in the amount of deeper, more restorative slow-wave sleep you experience. It's a surprisingly potent tool in our sleep toolkit. Next, let's explore the profound power of a dedicated pre-sleep routine. In our constantly connected, often frenetic modern lives, it's all too easy to carry the day's stresses and stimulations right up to the moment our head hits the pillow. However, sleep is not like an on-off switch. It's more like landing an airplane. It requires a period of gentle deceleration, a gradual winding down. A consistent pre-sleep routine acts as that crucial runway, signaling to your brain and body that the time for rest is approaching, allowing you to transition smoothly from wakefulness to sleep. This isn't about adding more tasks to your day, it's about carving out a sanctuary of calm. Consider incorporating activities that you personally find soothing and relaxing. For some, this might be losing themselves in the pages of a physical book and eye stress book, as we'll discuss screens later. For others, a warm bath can be wonderfully effective, not just for its relaxing properties, but because the subsequent drop in body temperature as you cool down mimics the natural temperature drop needed for sleep. Gentle stretching or mindfulness meditation, even for just 10 to 15 minutes, can help to quiet the mental chatter and release physical tension. The key is consistency and finding what resonates with you, creating a predictable sequence of calming events that your mind learns to associate with the onset of sleep. It might seem subtle, perhaps even a little esoteric, but the very colours that adorn your bedroom walls can exert a tangible influence on your ability to relax and, consequently, on your sleep quality. Our brains are wired to respond to colours in specific ways. Certain hues can be stimulating and energizing, while others evoke feelings of tranquility and peace. When we're aiming to create an optimal sleep environment, we naturally want to lean towards those colours that promote a sense of calm and serenity, helping to soothe the nervous system and prepare the mind for rest. Think of it as visual white noise gently nudging you towards slumber. Research, and indeed common experience, suggests that cool, muted colours are generally the most conducive to sleep. Shades of blue, particularly those reminiscent of a calm sea or a twilight sky, are often cited as top contenders. These colours are thought to have a calming effect on our physiology, potentially even helping to lower blood pressure and heart rate. Soft greens, evoking nature and tranquility, can also be excellent choices. Similarly, neutral tones like soft greys, beiges or muted lavenders can create a peaceful, uncluttered atmosphere. Conversely, bright, stimulating colours like vibrant reds, oranges or yellows, while wonderful in other areas of the home, can be too energizing for the bedroom and may subtly interfere with your ability to wind down. What we choose to consume, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime, can play a significant role in our sleep architecture. Certain foods contain compounds that can actively support the body's natural sleep processes, while others, unfortunately, can act as saboteurs. It's not about restrictive dieting, but rather about making informed choices that work in harmony with your sleep-wake cycle. Think of these foods as gentle allies, providing the raw materials your brain needs to produce the neurotransmitters and hormones that govern sleep, such as serotonin and melatonin. For instance, foods rich in tryptophan, an amino acid that serves as a precursor to serotonin and melatonin, can be beneficial. Turkey is famously known for this, but you can also find tryptophan in nuts like almonds and walnuts, seeds such as pumpkin and sesame seeds, as well as dairy products and oats. Complex carbohydrates like those found in whole grains can help make tryptophan more available to the brain. Cherries, particularly tart cherries, are a natural source of melatonin. And a small, light snack that combines a bit of protein and carbohydrate, like a small bowl of oatmeal or a banana with a few almonds, taken about an hour or so before bed, can help stabilize blood sugar and prevent hunger pangs from disrupting your sleep. Heavy, spicy or overly fatty meals close to bedtime, however, can cause indigestion and discomfort, making sleep elusive. In our digitally saturated world, this next secret is perhaps one of the most critical, yet often the most challenging to implement: managing our exposure to blue light from screens before bedtime. Our smartphones, tablets, computers and even televisions emit a significant amount of blue wavelength light. During the day, this blue light is beneficial. It boosts attention, reaction times and mood. However, in the evening, it becomes a powerful disruptor of our internal biological clock, our circadian rhythm, by suppressing the release of melatonin, the very hormone that signals to our body that it's time to sleep. Essentially, when you're looking at a bright screen late at night, you're tricking your brain into thinking it's still daytime. This can delay the onset of sleep, reduce the overall quality of your sleep, and leave you feeling groggy and unrefreshed in the morning. The scientific evidence on this is quite compelling. Ideally, aim to create a digital sundown at least an hour, preferably 90 minutes, before you intend to go to bed. This means putting away all electronic devices. If that feels too difficult initially, consider using blue light filtering apps or glasses, though complete avoidance is the gold standard. Use this screen-free time to engage in those calming pre-sleep routine activities we discussed earlier. Our bodies, and particularly our brains, thrive on regularity. This brings us to a cornerstone of good sleep hygiene, maintaining a consistent sleep-wake schedule. This means going to bed and waking up at approximately the same time every day, and yes, that includes weekends. I know the allure of a weekend lie-in can be strong, especially if you've had a demanding week, but that variability can significantly confuse your internal biological clock, making it harder to fall asleep on Sunday night and more challenging to wake up on Monday morning, a phenomenon often dubbed social jet lag. By anchoring your sleep, you stabilize your circadian rhythm, making it easier for your body to anticipate sleep and wakefulness. Your brain learns when to start releasing melatonin in the evening and when to begin the process of cortisol release to help you wake up feeling alert. This regularity doesn't just help you fall asleep faster and wake up more easily. It also improves the overall quality and efficiency of your sleep. It might take a little discipline to establish, especially at first, but the long-term benefits for your energy levels, mood and cognitive function are truly profound. Think of it as setting your internal clock to the most reliable timekeeper there is: consistency. Finally, let's touch upon the gentle yet powerful practices of mindfulness and relaxation techniques to ease your transition into sleep. Often it's not a physical discomfort that keeps us awake, but rather a racing mind, replaying the day's events, worrying about tomorrow, or simply an overactive internal monologue. Mindfulness practices can help us to acknowledge these thoughts without getting swept away by them, creating a sense of calm and detachment. It's about cultivating an awareness of the present moment, rather than being caught in the currents of past regrets or future anxieties. Simple, deep breathing exercises can be incredibly effective. Focusing on slow, deliberate inhalations and even slower exhalations can activate the parasympathetic nervous system, our body's rest and digest mode, counteracting the fight or flight response that often accompanies stress. Gentle stretching, or progressive muscle relaxation, tensing and then releasing different muscle groups, can also help to release physical tension that you might not even be aware you're holding. These aren't about forcing sleep, but rather about creating the ideal internal conditions for sleep to naturally unfold. Even a few minutes of dedicated practice each night can make a remarkable difference in quieting the mind and preparing the body for deep restorative rest. And there we have it, 7 potent secrets, or perhaps reminders of how we can reclaim the profound, life-enhancing power of sleep. From the cool embrace of your bedroom to the mindful calm you cultivate within, each of these strategies offers a pathway to more restorative nights and consequently more vibrant, energetic days. I truly hope that you found these insights valuable and that you feel inspired to experiment with them to discover what works best for your unique physiology and lifestyle. Remember, improving your sleep is not about achieving perfection overnight, but about making small, consistent changes that accumulate over time. Now, I would be fascinated to hear from you. What are your own tried and true sleep secrets? What rituals or adjustments have you found make the biggest difference to your nightly rest? Please do share your experiences and wisdom in the comments below. Let's create a community of well-rested individuals supporting each other. Your insights could be incredibly helpful to someone else on their journey to better sleep. Learning from each other is a powerful tool, and the collective knowledge we can build here is invaluable. And if you found this exploration into the world of sleep helpful and are keen to discover more ways to enhance your health and wellness, I warmly invite you to subscribe to the Whispers channel. We have a wealth of content planned, all designed to empower you with knowledge and practical tools for a healthier, happier life. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Sleep well, sleep deeply, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon.